Now we continue with the 5 transporting points according to the seasons of and 5 elements, part 2. Furthermore, the tonification or drainage character of a point is very often overridden by its other characteristics, so that the rule of tonifying and draining according to tonification and draining points suffer many exceptions. For example, Heart 9, PC9 are tonification points but are more often used for draining instead in acute cases, by virtue of their being the well points. Heart 7 is the drainage point, but is more often used to tonify the heart blood to nourish the mind. Li11 is the tonification point, but it also pulls blood and releases the exterior and is by its very nature a draining point. Spleen 2 is the tonification point, but would not be the most indicated point to tonify the spleen, as spleen 3, brain 12, stomach 36, and bladder 20 would be much better for this purpose. Spleen 2 is, on the contrary, is often used in febrile diseases to clear heat and promote sweating. Bladder 67 is the tonification point, but again, owing to its being a well point, is often used to drain in acute cases or also to subdue rising chi, which is causing headaches. Apart from being applied in the theory of tonification and drainage point, the 5 element points are also used in another very common way to eliminate pathogenic factors. There is a correspondence between the 5 elements and pathogenic factors. Wood corresponds to wind, fire corresponds to heat or fire, earth corresponds to dampness, metal corresponds to dryness, water corresponds to cold. In accordance with this correspondence, the 5 element points can be used to expel the relevant pathogenic factors, whether exterior or interior. The only exception is the metal point, which is not used to eliminate dryness. The reason for this lies in the very nature of dryness. While heat, fire, wind, dampness, and cold are pathogenic factors that manifest as an excess pattern, dryness manifests as a deficiency of the body fluid. And the way to correct this is by nourishing fluids rather than by expelling dryness. The application of this correspondence between the 5 element and pathogenic factor is commonly used in excess pattern to eliminate the relevant pathogenic factor. It also applies rather more to yin than yang channel, but not exclusively. This method of using the element points to expel the relevant pathogenic factors can be applied to some of the points of yang channel too. In particular, some of the wood points are used to subdue interior wind, such as small intestine 3. Other wood yang points are used to expel exterior wind in painful obstruction syndrome, and some of the fire points are used to clear heat, such as Li5 and stomach 41. Correlation between the element points and pathogenic factors. Wood element, the point is yin channel wood points, yang channel wood points. The pathogenic factor is wind. The use is to extinguish internal wind, acute stage of wind stroke, expel exterior wind in painful obstruction syndrome. For the element of fire, the point is heart 8, lung 10, pericardium 8, liver 2, spleen 2, kidney 2, Li5, small intestine 5, stomach 41, and the pathogenic factor is heat or fire. The use is to expel summer heat or drains heart fire, expel wind heat or clears lung heat, expel summer heat or drains heart fire, drains liver fire, clears heat in febrile diseases, clears empty heat, cools blood, clears heat in large intestine and damp heat in painful obstruction syndrome, dissolves damp heat in painful obstruction syndrome, clears stomach heat and damp heat in painful obstruction syndrome. For the earth element, the points heart 7, PC7, lung 9, spleen 3, liver 3, kidney 3, stomach 36, GB 34, bladder 40, LI 11, small intestine 8, triple burner 10. It is for the dampness and phlegm, not used to resolve phlegm from heart, resolve phlegm from lungs, resolve dampness, not used to resolve phlegm, resolve dampness in upper burner, resolve dampness in upper burner, okay? For the water element, we use heart 3, PC3, lung 5, liver 8, spleen 9, and kidney 10. This is for the cold, not used to expel cold. PC3 is not used to expel cold. Lung 5, expel cold from the lungs. Liver 8, expel damp cold from lower burner. Spleen 9, expel damp cold from lower burner. And kidney 10, expel damp cold from lower burner. Thank you for your attention.